I don't know if this is get back. It's really just a game. What makes this get back? I don't see this as get back, but I'm definitely not gonna cape for Caitlin Clark. I just don't see this as get back just yet. Um, how do you see this as get back?
because the Fever
And I
did.
would have to ask that.
So just for you guys that don't know, they're talking about the last Angel Reese or pretty much Chicago Sky versus the Indiana Fever game. Obviously, the Sky came out and they got the win. It was a couple weeks, about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. This is just a topic in a video that was requested that I do from one of the subscribers, and I already had it in the queue about 2.5 weeks ago. So I'm just trying to play catch up. All Star break had a lot of pauses on a lot of queues, so I'm getting to everything right now. So this is Mason Cam right here.
The Fever
Hear what
did
they got to
beat
say.
the Sky at one point earlier in the season.
Oh, I think they're making too much out of this rivalry. I don't think it's a rivalry yet until they start winning championships. When you look back and see like Bird and
Exactly.
Magic, these are guys that they ran into each other.
Steph and LeBron, Warriors, Lakers, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Not Lakers, but Cavs or the Heat, Celtics, Lakers, type shit.
Championship in college, and then they also ran into the championship at the NBA level. I think right now is kind of the WNBA trying to create this narrative to even make the brand bigger, and I'm for that. If that's what you need us to do, we're bringing it up on our show. Here at It Is What It Is. Special shout out to Killa and Nick and yourself, Stat, and everybody that we're keeping this story alive. But
And
really,
honestly, if that's the case, if we're doing it to keep the story alive, and if that's what's getting the eyeballs on the situation, on the W, on the girls, women's basketball, if that's what it's going to take to keep growing the game, storylines and stuff, then okay, so be it. Because the game is growing, it's evolving, and guess what? They got a new fan in me, and I'm sure they got a lot of new fans out there just based off all of this situation. You know what I mean? Caitlin Clark obviously bringing plenty of people to the stands. Angel Reese doing the same thing for her fan base and her city out in Chicago. Not her city, but her team out in Chicago. So I'm sure this is bringing a lot of people and a lot of eyeballs to the game. So I'm here for it, bro. 100%.
until they play in the championship, I think that's when they.
But rivalry, I don't know about a true rivalry yet.
Real rivalry, or if they play in the playoffs. I'm not sure which side they're on. I don't watch it that much, but I don't look at it as a rivalry just yet.
Not
Unless
yet.
she
Not
start
yet.
playing with her money or something like that. You need something else to happen to make this a real rivalry.
True that. True
Like,
that.
rivalries come when
Something happens.
Yeah, you and a person keep making
Going back and forth.
like making certain feats together and going to higher levels together. So them making it to the league, you could say that's a rivalry. But now to make it for real, they gotta both be in the.
You gotta do something exactly.
They gotta both be like,
because there's no rivalry yet.
up for the All-Star game or something like that. I'm just trying to give you as much information as I can to let you know that I don't see this as a rivalry yet.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. And he's right about that.
Get back. It's just one game.
It's not a rivalry yet. That's like you said. That's one game. They got the win. Chicago Sky way to get one up on the Fever, but not a rivalry. It's not get back like he's saying. It's just a win for the season. You guys are still below them as far as playoff rankings, so not by much. So I wouldn't call it rivalry yet. They're rookies in the league, man. Two of the youngest girls in the league. I wouldn't call it a rivalry yet.
The girl's still making way more money.
Not yet. Way more. He didn't have to do all that. Mace didn't have to do all that.
I'm just trying to give you as much information as I can to let you know that I don't see this as a rival yet.
Not yet, man.
And it's not really get back. It's just one game. The girl's still making way more money than.
That's true. He didn't have to do that, though.
The reason why this is going to go on and people going to talk about it because it's been going on since college.
My dog got the Dipset hat on. What the fuck y'all know about that? He got the Dipset hat and the Dipset shirt on. Y'all don't know about that. Dipset. You don't know about that.
Mace's point. A lot of times, think about shit. And when we be like, yo, we talk about Bird and Magic, right? And you be like, in 1979, they played against each other in the college NCAA finals, Bird and Magic. And it's 2024, so I'll be thinking like if it was 1990 and somebody told me like, yo, in 1932, so-and-so was playing against so-and-so, you'd be like, 1932? Come on, man. I ain't jacking 1932, Joe.
He said, I ain't jacking.
Jerry West
type shit.
In junior high school. So sometimes when I be saying shit, it be like, damn, because I remember certain shit or I seen video of certain shit, I ain't gonna say act like I remember them playing in a championship live. I seen the game because of highlights and YouTube and clips and etc.
I gotta watch some of those.
Sometimes it just be sounding wild, old murder. Well, when Bird and Magic played against each other in 1979, and niggas is
Facts. Come on, bro.
Come on. We got to keep going back to 72 and all that, man. But I agree with you. I'm totally agreeing with you because I remember it. And it seems like how they're trying to market it. And look, throughout college, it was great. I think that as time goes on, and
throughout college, it was wonderful.
Other players get older, that eventually it may be a rivalry.
I don't think so, bro.
Right now,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. I think Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark will end up on the same team at some point. At some point. There ain't that many teams in the W.
Caitlin Clark's team is 4 games under 500. Angel Reese's team is 3 games under 500.
That's changed now.
Angel Reese's team currently is an AC in the playoffs. If the playoffs started today, Caitlin Clark wouldn't be in the playoffs. So because of what they've done in college, the magnitude.
But also, Angel's on a better team.
They had watching Caitlin Clark, and then the year before
she was the 9th pick.
Angel Reese beating her and doing the Tony Yayo, John Cena, Flavor Flav, whoever you want to give credit for that dance to. It was a big deal, and now that they're in the WNBA, they're trying to translate that. But we have to realize that we're doing the Magic Bird thing. Magic won the championship the very next year. A lot of people don't even realize Magic won a championship in high school in 1978, a college championship in 1979, and an NBA championship in 1980. So in a 3-year span, he was a champion at 3 different levels. And this is just
Chicago Sky not winning no championship. Trust me.
And as time goes along, I think these ladies will be leading the league. But I think that
for sure
is going to have a lot to say about that. We talked about
they can have a lot to say. These veterans, whatever, it don't matter. The rookies is coming in here and busting y'all ass. Angel Reese is outworking y'all every possession. Caitlin Clark is picking apart your defense every possession. So it's like, I don't want to hear none of that, bro. If they have a problem with it, so be it. Yeah, the 2 rookies, guess what? They lead in jersey sales, too. They done already took over the league, if you want to be honest. If we're being completely honest, the rookies took over the league. So now I take back about what I said about Team USA because they should be there. If we're talking about growing the game, why wouldn't we take them?
Before the season started, the WNBA season I'm referring to, and Diana Taurasi said, what do these ladies expect in a couple of months when the WNBA season starts? And she said, reality. And Diana Taurasi is 42 years old.
She wasn't lying.
She's 42? I didn't know Taurasi was 42.
She's 42 years old, and she's about to go to the Olympics, still averaging close to 17 points a game. So when I say as people get older, these players may be getting better. I'm talking about Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, people in their same class. These ladies are finding ways, almost LeBron James, just to stay conditioned.
How is Taurasi 42 years old, bro, and she's playing in the Olympics? I would have taken Clark. Now that I know that.
Stay fit, stay active, stay healthy.
I thought she was like 36, 37.
So they'll be playing longevity. Now, don't get me fucked up. Everybody ain't Diana Taurasi and ain't going to make it to 42. But we're seeing that with a lot of players, not just females, male too. We're sitting there watching Steph Curry at 35 years old. Kevin Durant at 35, going to be 36 years old. And a lot of players are playing into their late 30s as to where we were younger. Players' careers was over at 33, 34 years old.
Facts.
Technology, exercise, nutrition,
Facts.
medicine.
Facts. All kind of
so
shit.
forth. We're getting longer careers from these players.
Facts.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, they'll have their day, but I'm not sure when that day will be. As far as the game is concerned, I'm on the same side as Mason, so whoop the fucking whatever. Nobody's over 500.
If you look at
Facts.
Facts.
Both rookies, none of them are the top 5 teams. They ain't the Suns, they ain't the Liberty, they ain't the Aces, none of that. So they ain't Seattle,
the
not the Wings.
Take that and call that a rivalry, then they're being rivals for the last playoff spot. That would be interesting. But I think
Smart.
they gotta both make the playoffs to make it really interesting, because then they'll meet in the playoffs.
I'm gonna be honest, both teams got a good chance to make the playoffs. Now with the Chicago Sky getting rid of Mabry, I don't know how that's gonna pan out. But the Indiana Fever, I could definitely see them making the playoffs for sure.
Both in the East Coast, and then they could finally square business. Who's the best in the NBA?
Facts.
But I don't think you solidify that in the regular season.
No, not at all.
Like anything else.
Yeah,
Stars are made in the playoffs.
Right, and they do 18 playoffs, and the playoff spots 6, 7, and 8. The 6th seed is 500. The 7th and 8th seed is under 500. So he's making the playoffs with under 500. I mean, they still got plenty of time left in the season, but do the AC really need to make it if they're under 500?
Facts.
If you've ever dreamed of owning an apartment complex and you live near one of these cities, then you've got to see the same ad that I saw 3 years ago. It was for a masterclass that came to my area. I now own 11 apartment complexes.
Stop it, brother. Stop it.
I just want to add, I actually disagree. I feel like it is
Uh-oh.
a rivalry because of the journey that they've had from the
Hell
to
no.
the pros. Because if we're looking at it,
How is it a rivalry? How? Explain to me how it's a rivalry. They're not playing one-on-one basketball.
in like a bigger scope, right?
Come on, bro.
Obviously, congratulations to all the rookies, but there was like a couple few that people were really tapped into, which made them kind of transition into looking at to girls in the WNBA. And that was Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, and Camilla. Cameron's now out because she tore her ACL.
Camilla should be on a
Camilla
different
was
team,
injured
100%.
for most part of the season, so it took her a while to get back. So the two rookies that I feel like people have had more of their eyes on have been Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And being that Angel Reese is a rookie and just got drafted and outscored her whole team in this game, I do understand, okay, you know, they
She did have a very good game when they beat them.
have lower standards.
You can't lie about
what
that.
is the
Come on, bro.
rivalry, but I feel like it really just comes down to her and Caitlin, because we've been seeing this kind of on repeat from back then, even when LSU won the championship in 2022, to Caitlin, you know, and Iowa surpassing LSU to try to get to that finals, which obviously they didn't win, to now. So I feel like that's kind of what makes that rivalry. And even as far as viewership, a lot of people are tuning in and watching that game for the two of them. So even though it's not where we want it to be yet, because they don't have the highest,
It's just not the rivalry situation, bro. Like, let's be honest. Like I said, they're not playing one-on-one, man. Come on, man.
Hating is not rivalry, right?
Come on, man.
Somebody hate on you don't mean y'all a rivalry.
yeah, I don't think it's even centered around hate. I think it's two people's favorite rookies, and it's like, this is what we want to see. Like, we want to see that aggression that Angel Reese has been able to pick up.
That too,
early
but
on in her season. So
that don't mean it's a rivalry, bro. Come on, man. I don't see no rivalry. Do y'all see a rivalry between this? Like, let's be real, bro. Do y'all see a rivalry between this? Come on.
I'm not saying it's a hate off, but I think that this is something that people want to see.
No,
Why do they want to see it? Because they feel like they hate each other. That's the only reason why. So now you got Angel Reese's fan base, and you got Caitlin Clark's fan base. They hate each other.
I agree with you, Stat, when it comes to that. And you're right. This been going on. It's like a lot of people don't.
They do wanna see it.
From overseas.
Somebody, shit. Little do we know they could be friends.
Talking about Giannis, Luka. I'm not even going to include Jamal Murray and SGA because they play at AAU. A lot of Canadian teams play against American teams. You've been playing against the same people since you've been 11, 12, 13 years old. They know when you're going to go pro at 12 and 13. So you
Facts.
go to AAU camp,
Facts.
you go to Nike camp, you go
USA, all that.
to these summer leagues, you play against each other's school. And they've been playing against each other for a long time. And we've seen it, and I'm not sure talking about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, but I'm just saying for the public eye.
Majority of the time. Like, think about it. Van Lith, Brink, they're all on the same USA team back then.
That year that LSU won because Caitlin Clark ended up beating South Carolina, which nobody thought they would do, and she was I'm talking about Caitlin Clark was very disrespectful towards South Carolina's players. Not nothing outside of basketball. I'm talking about waving a girl off, telling her to shooting jump shots in their face. And then when she played Angel Reese in the championship, Angel Reese kind of took personal what she did to South Carolina and did all this shit back to her, and so forth. And Angel Reese has a great image. She wears the one leg shit. She got her eyelashes done, baby hairs. You know, people say cute. She a cutie pie, etc. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I ain't put her under Code Cam and pay her fines because she got a boyfriend. So I'm not going to do that.
Oh, so Angel Reese got a... Oh.
Put her under my Code Cam shit because I don't know if y'all heard on other shows, I have a list of female WNBA players that I think are cute, that I like. And if they get put out there for something they have to pay a fine for, I'm paying the fine.
Thank you. Talk to him.
And if you want to go to Underdog...
So Angel Reese got a boyfriend.
Use Code Cam at any particular time throughout this show or any other show, you're more than welcome to do. But
Cam crazy.
I'm paying a couple females fines in the WNBA that I think that I like. I like that. And like I said, man.
Cam, stop. Boyfriend name is Cam.
I said I'm not paying
you lying
because she has a boyfriend. I said it's.
Okay.
They did break up though.
Oh, so they did.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. I would say.
Paying it? You broke up. Are you paying?
I got to do more due diligence before I do that because sometimes.
Cam crazy, fool.
Sometimes you may break up with somebody, and one person is broke up and the other person isn't because they don't consider it breaking up. I'm somebody that I had to get an order of protection on one time. She called me and said,
"Oh, he cutting deep.
This piece of paper could keep me 100 feet away from you. What this gonna do?"
Oh.
I said, all you could do is hold the paper up. Back up.
Facts.
Just you see what this says.
Facts.
It's not a force field.
Nothing.
It's not a gun. It's not a knife. You're trying to literally show them a piece of paper
Facts.
as they get closer within to the 100 feet. So sometimes people think they're broken up and they're not. So
And they're not.
Angel Reese.
Yeah, don't do that yet, OG. You better wait off. Angel Reese got a whole list of motherfuckers, thirsty ass dudes on the bar.
But it's a host of other females. I will. Send me in DM, I got you. But she has a great...
Do you care if you get to write their names?
Nah, don't do all that, fool.
I was going to come in with a list. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I was supposed to come in
Yeah,
last
don't
week
do
with
all
it.
that.
But people were tagging me, and I stumbled upon some beautiful women that I didn't know were doing what they were doing. You know, some models. You know who I miss, Bird? I don't know if you know. T. Cooper. I don't know where T. Cooper at. T. Cooper.
So,
T. Cooper.
Look, man, we gonna cut it there. There you have it as far as with Mace and Cam got to say, you know, Killa, you know what I'm saying? So, it's really, look, I don't see no rivalry between this, bro. I know I talk about it a lot. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. I think personally, bro, we got to enjoy both as rookies, as both making impacts to the game. And we have to be okay sometimes when one makes a little bit more of an impact than the other. We're not, there's no, yes, it's competition, but at the same time, if one is growing the game at a different level than the other, or whatever the case is, or one has a different type of fan base than the other, so be it. But we can't keep going as the media putting this rivalry on them. If they're not coming out saying it's a rivalry and they're talking crazy to each other and da-da-da-da-da, then we're not going to sit here and say, oh, it's a rivalry just because we determine it's a rivalry because one has one win and the other has another win. And completely different. I'm going to keep saying this, bro. Angel Reese on a better team than Caitlin Clark. Statistically. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like you swap. Put Angel Reese on the Fever, you put Caitlin Clark on the Chicago Sky. And now we got two different fan bases again. So it's like, I don't see no rivalry, man. I think both girls are having a tremendous rookie year. I think they're both going to excel. Now, what I will do is this. I'm going to do a separate video on why I think Team USA really dropped the ball. After all my opinions and videos, I watched another video, man, of Team USA. And I don't think they have the young gun. They need a young gun. So you know how our men's basketball team, we got JT, we got Anthony Edwards, we got the young killers, and then we got the old school OG killers. I think we messed up by not adding Caitlin Clark and Enrique and possibly one more younger guard or one more younger big, Angel Reese, whoever the case is. So that's what I got, man. I don't see no rivalry. I see good competitive basketball. I see the game growing. I see excitement. I don't see rivalry. I see excitement. And that's why I'm so in tune with it. It's exciting. So take that for what it is. You know, quick little reaction to it is what it is. And them talking about, you know, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, rivalry situation, and how they're growing the game. So it's your boy CEO Kana, man. If you have not, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Hit that like button, drop a comment down below. I'll get back to you guys with some more content. And I'm out of here.